take on before we go. Tyson Fury's rematch with Deontay Wilder. Not far away now, I think about 3 weeks as we film this. What do you make of that, and where's your money going if you were a betting man?
Yeah, it was a fantastic fight, the first one. Wilder's obviously extremely heavy-handed and you know, knows what he's doing. Although sometimes he doesn't, he knows what he's doing. He knows where he's at range-wise and stuff. You can't achieve what he's achieved without being a top fighter. And he's very heavy-handed, but obviously Tyson's a really, really good boxer. It's going to be a fascinating fight. It's boxer against the puncher, really, to be honest. And you know, if you look at it that way, I think Tyson will win. I think Tyson will outbox him, but he'll have to outbox him clearly because you know they like the pressing forward, they like the aggression. The American judges and audiences like somebody to push the fight. So Tyson will have to be busy, but you know anything could happen. It's going to be, but I think Tyson Fury will win on points, and I think he'll put on a really good boxing display.
Would you relish pitting your wits against Tyson's style, that awkward style?
Yeah, I mean he's a fantastic boxer, Tyson, but heavyweight boxing you only deal with one fight at a time. Josh's fight's Pulev, and that's all really that will matter, to be honest with you. And good luck to Tyson. I hope he does it. Wilder's a great fighter, but I think Tyson's going to do it, and I think Tyson will win on points.
Brilliant. Really appreciate it, Rob.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
Cheers.
Those are the words of Rob Mccracken. He is the head trainer of Anthony Joshua, and he says that he feels that Tyson Fury did a good job the first fight. He also feels that the judges may not have been in his corner due to the fact that he was boxing the way he is. He took on the role of the matador, and in America, you know, Rob Mccracken said maybe that the judges, they scored a lot of those rounds for Wilder simply because he was the aggressor. And a lot of people needs to understand the difference between aggressiveness and ineffective aggressiveness. You know, it's if you're not effective, you're just aggressive. Okay? Now, Wilder put some pressure on, but he's not a pressure guy. He's a pressure guy in spots, and it's only when he's about to unload that right hand. Wilder reminds me of a rocket launcher, and what he does, he does that. It's like he only has one at a time, right? And it's like, boom, boom, that's it. It's like, now I got to load up. I got to load that back up. Let me put another Scud missile in this rocket launcher. That's what Deontay Wilder reminds me of. And it's funny that Rob Mccracken said that because I can recall that the referee, Jack Reese, said the same thing. He said the rounds 1 through 4, being the closest person in the ring, he thought that Deontay Wilder won some of those rounds. And it was a lot closer than people thought it was. So, and Jack Reese is, of course, American, so maybe Rob McCracken's onto something for him thinking that, like, Americans like that come forward style. We can look at another fight like that. Let's look at Golovkin versus Canelo. Golovkin said that Canelo ran around too much. That's okay, because Canelo said that Erislandy Lara ran around too much. You know, so it's really a preference of what you feel or what type of fighter that you prefer to fight. And with Wilder and Fury was smart enough to stay away from Wilder for 10 out of 12 of those rounds. He knew, I shouldn't get hit by these punches, you know, let me avoid these punches. And he did a good job. It was almost like the right hand knockout punch was foiled in that. You know, it looked to me like he knew, okay, just dip, slip, there he is. You know, he's coming with that punch. So, but Rob McCracken, you know, it's strange. Not really strange. You know, Rob McCracken, you would swear that he's anyone else's trainer, that he's a trainer of someone else, not Anthony Joshua, the way he answers. Now, you could say, oh, he's going for Tyson Fury because he's a Brit, and against Deontay Wilder because he's British, right? But, you know, he gave his respects to Wilder, too. He says it's clearly that Wilder was was heavy-handed. And Tyson Fury was able to box. He's a great boxer, and I think he's gonna pull it off. So but it's like the way, if you look at Rob McCracken's like he's like the dry eye guy. If you look at him in interviews or press conferences, he has the same look. It's just like almost like he's not bored but too complacent, and it's almost between bored and complacent. You know what I mean? So he's just like, like that. It's just like this, I don't know. It's just this rested face that he has. It's just like, it's just a moment, it's just large moments of mediocrity. You know what I mean? And he thinks that Tyson Fury can outbox Wilder, which that's not out of the question because we've already seen that already. Let's forget that let's stop forgetting that we have seen that. We saw that before. We saw Tyson Fury outbox Deontay Wilder. We saw that. Wilder, and we also saw what Wilder's true motives were and what he does when he doesn't get where he needs to be. What does he really do? He keeps trying. So one thing about Wilder, he keeps doing what he's going to do. And if that doesn't work, he's going to do it until it works. That's Wilder. I mean, it's just like, oh, I got to do this. If that don't work, I keep doing what I'm doing to this day. Don't wait. I'm going to hit the right. All right. But anyway, those were Robert McCracken's words. He thinks that Tyson Fury can outbox him. But my counterpunch on that is, of course he can. But can he do it without getting knocked down to deduct points to have it a closer fight to give those judges more to worry about or more to work with? That's my counterpunch on that, guys. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you all have been counterpunched. Peace.